All right. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Michael Fireborn here. Just checking in with you. Hope you're doing good. It's raining. You know, there's a saying that I heard by Yogananda, and that saying goes, what is daytime to the yogi is nighttime to the worldly person. A lot of the things that I used to do and be excited about, I'm no longer excited about. And that energy and that interest and that time has been devoted towards other things in my life. The catalyst for all of that has been meditation. I remember there was a time, a chapter in my life where I was so excited when like Friday would come around. I'd be getting super amped up, like I know where I'm gonna go on Friday night for drinks, and then where the after hours is gonna be, and then where we're gonna go day drinking at on Saturday, and then what hotel we're gonna go kick it at Saturday night, and then where we're gonna end up on Sunday. And I that was just everything. And now all that energy of putting energy into that, all that thinking about planning those types of events, and all that energy has been shifted towards something else in the spiritual life. I would have never been able, if even myself today could have went back and told myself this is how I'd be living, I'd be like, what are you talking about, meditation? Get out of here. But the fact is that for whatever reason, and I would have to equate it to karma and past life experiences, this time around, this lifetime, of course I went through my like dark night of the soul, and getting really immersed and infatuated with sense desires and sensuality, and being promiscuous and sex, and stimulating all of my senses with drugs and alcohol, and trying to get as much of those kind of experiences as I could, and make those experiences last as long as possible. And if any of you have had, intimate relations on MDMA or psychedelics or any of these types of things, where you've been in those places where you just start just loving it and lapping it all up, you know what I'm talking about. It's like you can really dive deep into the sense world and our desires and the feel goodies and all that. And I'm there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're a growing person, everything in this life comes to an end, and we use that to kind of be the catalyst for growth and expansion. And so that was definitely the case for me. And so again, our topic, what is daytime for the yogi is nighttime for the worldly person. Now I'm not even interested in that stuff anymore. Now don't get me wrong, because every day there is temptation. But the thing is when you get into your meditation practice, when you get into your yoga lifestyle, and this becomes the focus point of your life, the spiritual life, what you start to notice is when you get that meditation going, and then when the real yoga happens, when you're out here in the real world, the temptation's always going to be there. But you don't entertain the thoughts when they come in. You don't entertain the desires when they get stimulated. And I think that's just a very, very good point that I want to raise today and offer up as something for a beginning yogi or a beginning meditator to really look forward to. Any of those things that get you off balance right now in your life, whether that's stimulants or drugs or alcohol or porn, or always getting caught up in crazy relationships with crazy ass people, whatever the thing is that you do. And you want to resolve it, or you want to bring some more balance, I just want to give this little nugget of hope to you that if you stick with your practice, you're going to gain the mental capacity and the emotional capacity to be able to cut the old habits, the old patterns as they begin to arise. Because you know kind of what your habits are and your patterns are. Like for instance, me, I mentioned earlier going to the club and looking towards to Fridays. I would always go to the ATM on Fridays, and if I'm pulling out money, like I know I'm going to party. And so you'll begin to be able to see whatever the beginnings are of your patterns, your holding patterns, and eventually you'll start to be able to cut those old cords, those old patterns, and make room so that you can reformulate and make new decisions, new judgments, a new lifestyle. So what is daytime for the yogi is nighttime for the worldly person. That is to say, the things that I see that are beautiful and important and significant as a yogi, somebody that's out partying and clubbing and living that life, that's not important to them, but it can become important for you. And I would just encourage you to stick with your meditation practice. Don't try too hard, just stick with the meditation practice and everything else will fall into place all of its own. All your habits that are bad or out of balance will naturally fall away all on their own. Anyhow, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go walk and enjoy some more of this rain. In the meantime, may all beings everywhere take time every day for yoga meditation, and may all beings everywhere treat one another with love and respect, and may all beings everywhere understand and experience for themselves the power of their ability to discern what is right and wrong for them, and may they get to that discernment quickly and expediently with God's speed through their daily practice of yoga meditation. My name is Michael Fireborn. I'm right here with you. Peace.